Good morning, Rochester Memorial Grade 6 students and families. Here we are at our Grade 6 promotion ceremony for our promoting 6th grade class 2020. Let's begin today's ceremony by just letting everyone know that this is a live stream. If anything does happen where we have technical difficulties or we get bumped off of our live promotion ceremony, we will immediately send a new link out. So please be on the lookout for that in your email so that we can kick right off where we left if there is a potential technical difficulty. I would like to start the promotion ceremony by everyone joining me in the Pledge of Allegiance. So if everyone could please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the Star-Spangled Banner. Okay. Good morning and welcome, students, staff, family, friends, school committee members, and administrators to this year's virtual 6th grade promotion ceremony. I would first like to thank our staff for their commitment to all of our students, especially over the last 12 weeks as we experienced remote learning. Their commitment and dedication to our students throughout this unprecedented time has been commendable, and I could not be prouder of their efforts as educators. I would also like to thank our parents and guardians who partnered with us throughout distance learning to ensure that our students continued to be engaged in learning opportunities. Without your support, assistance, and perseverance, we would not have been as successful with our remote learning platform. Now to the Rochester Memorial 6th graders. You will always be remembered as one of the most unique groups to me, not only because you endured an abrupt ending to your final year at RMS due to the coronavirus, but because we both started our journey here at RMS 7 years ago together. I was honored to accept this position as the building principal here and quickly had the privilege of meeting all of you as incoming kindergartners. Over the last 7 years, I've gotten to know all of you and how unique and special you all are. You have made me a better administrator, educator, and person through your laughter, creativity, empathy, and spirit. Over the years, you have become a model group who has exemplified our 3 school rules: take care of yourself, take care of others, and take care of your environment. You will always remember this school year, in particular, as you reflect. But my wish is that you look back, you feel an overwhelming sense of pride for overcoming obstacles placed in front of you that you could not control due to the global pandemic. I hope you feel a sense of accomplishment because you contributed to starting change in the world, and you led a life that prioritized cooperation, assertiveness, responsibility, empathy, and self-control. We are all very proud of the young men and women you have become throughout your time here at RMS, and we will continue to watch with pride as you embark on your future journey. I leave you with a quote from the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. "Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education." Thank you. Boys and girls, we are now going to play a performance of the instrumental version of Bohemian Rhapsody. We are doing this as our band students and jazz band students in the 6th grade would have performed this at the spring concert and also the annual foam concert that unfortunately did not take place due to school closure. So we hope you enjoy this rendition, instrumental rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody while at the same time recognizing our band students. Hope our band students and jazz band students enjoyed that. Now, at the same time, we also want to honor our grade 6 chorus students who did have their form concert, but unfortunately did not get to participate in their spring choral concert, where they were to perform the choral arrangement of This Is Me from The Greatest Showman, words and music by Benji Pasek, arranged by Mac Huff. So we hope our chorus students enjoy the This Is Me song while recognizing our students as well on the screen.
I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are the love we was. The sharpest words wanna cut me down. I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown the mind. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not So wanna drop me down. I wanna stand above, wanna drop the line. I am brave, I am bruised, I am moved, my face to be. This is me. Here I go. And I'm gonna take off the way I grow. I'm not scared to be seen. I know this is me.
Okay, I hope our chorus students enjoyed that. Reminder, boys and girls, I know we have the comment section open here, just as we do in our, when we're commenting on our Google Classrooms. Let's make sure we're following our take care of yourself and take care of others and commenting appropriately. At this time, I am going to give the floor to Mr. Della Chapa, who is going to speak to the 6th grade class.
Boys and girls, as your teachers, we wanted to share a letter with you on what we think you learned during this crazy adventure of a school year. So here's our letter. Dear 6th graders, back in September, you loaded your backpacks and headed to RMS to embark on the first of a 10-month journey that concludes today with this ceremony. Energy was high as we all began the first leg of our 6th grade passage. There was plenty to do between academics, after-school activities, and special events. Soon afterwards, as the trees dropped their leaves and the air grew crisp, we steamed together toward Peterborough, New Hampshire. You were about to be the first class to plant the RMS flag at Sargent Center during the month of November. You defied the naysayers who said it would be too cold and questioned, but we always go in May. You didn't care. You were pioneers, and you were ready for the challenge of Sargent Center. Upon docking in Peterborough, you had fun learning teamwork, cooperation, and responsibility. But more importantly, the first seeds of perseverance and independence were planted as you figured out how to ask for help and count on yourself and others to survive a week-long trek away from the comfy confines of home. You left New Hampshire with smelly, dirty clothes and a trunk full of memories that will last you a lifetime. Then, after the holidays, you started plotting another course that would navigate you straight toward MCAS. While there were some expected gusty winds and choppy seas on the way to state testing, you knew hope loomed on the horizon. Through your binoculars, beyond MCAS, you could catch a glimpse of the tranquil waters and sunny skies where the end of the year 6th grade activities awaited you. Your final destination was now on your radar. But then something happened. Something that wasn't your fault. Your journey was derailed March 13th by an unforeseen rogue wave the size of a skyscraper. At first, you remained on the ship, frantically bailing water and waiting for rescue. But the sea kept churning until you eventually learned the vessel was unsalvageable. So you had no choice but to jump into the swirling sea and teach yourself how to swim. And swim you did. For the last 96 days, you have been incessantly swimming. It hasn't always been easy, of course. Occasionally, you swallowed some salt water and maybe even felt like you were drowning. But you always bobbed back up. The route to get to today, unfortunately, required you to have to bypass some of the more exciting ports of call on your 6th grade itinerary. However, while the abrupt change in course is disappointing, you must remember this. You eventually found a way to reach your final destination. We, your teachers, consider you pioneers, but not because you are the first class to graduate RMS virtually or because of what you lost out on along the way. Rather, we think you are a very special and a one-of-a-kind class because of what you gained: perseverance, independence, and the ability to deal with disappointment. These traits are difficult to teach in front of a whiteboard. Sometimes you just have to learn them through experience. But once you acquire them, you have them for life. So as you continue your adventure to the junior high and beyond, remember what you've learned this year. So when the next wave knocks you down, you can pull yourself back up. Best wishes, Mr. Cody, Mrs. Hedblom, Mrs. Forns, and Mr. Della Chapa.
Thank you, Mr. D. Appreciate that. Next up will be Mr. Cody as we begin our certificates of promotion by homeroom. As Mr. Cody is reading student names and following our PowerPoint, as you'll see, our student class photo will be there from this year's pictures, but also their certificate of achievement. I will attempt to share some of the wonderful comments that are out here congratulating all of you boys and girls. So, Mr. Cody.
Hello.
Add you here to the studio.
Awesome. Before we do that, I just want to say a couple words to my class. You know, I've told you guys this before. I just want to say how proud I am of this class. And, you know, you guys handled the remote learning, you know, in such an awesome way. But more importantly, how you guys were in the classroom when we were together. You know, you guys were kind to each other. You worked hard, and this really is a unique class that I'll never forget. And I'm so fortunate that I was able to work with every single day. And I'm just really, really happy to see the people that you guys turned out to be. It was an amazing year. You know, the RMS community is going to miss you guys like crazy. But we know that when you move on to 7th grade next year, you guys are going to do an amazing job, and we're just so proud of you. So thank you, everybody, for you know, just working so hard this year and allowing me to, you know, work with you. Thank you. So let's get to those certificates. Ella Bishop. Madeline Calkins. Quinn Chisholm. Rosemary Clark. Mark Donati. Connor Foley. Maya Giandomenico. Brody Hiles. Jamie Jardam. Olivia Kinney. Jacob Kazera. Emily Leary. Caitlin Lunn. Tira McCarthy. Connor O'Leary. Delilah Post. Tucker Roy. Marcus Schurer. Owen Shuri. Molly Souza. Brendan Spinard. Alexandra Tobin. Brock Winslow. And Molly Ronsky. Congratulations, everybody. You guys deserve it. Great job this year.
Thank you, Mr. Cody. Appreciate that. Now I will introduce Ms. Hedblom so that she may address the 6th Mix class. Hi, Mrs. Hedblom.
Good morning, everyone. So before we get started with our promotion certificates, on behalf of all the 6th grade teachers, we just wanted to extend some thank yous to those who assist us regularly in our classroom. First, we want to thank Mr. Medeiros, Mr. West, Mrs. Cruz, and Mrs. Pacheco for always being so supportive to our students. Mrs. Betlick, Mrs. McAmel, Mrs. Johnson, and Mrs. Mazuka played an important role in our reading and writing programs throughout the year. Mrs. Delachapa, thank you for all of your work you did in our classroom and our math and science rooms. To our parents of our students, thank you for your support through this difficult time of remote learning. These students wouldn't be where they are today without all of you. And finally, to our 6 mixed students, thank you for being you. We are so very proud of you. And now we would like to present to you the 6 mixed class of 2020. Owen Amaral. Evangeline Antonellis. Trent Arancio. Olivia Belfe. Leah Bertrand. Cadell Bosma. Reagan Correa. Emily Daniels. Madeline Denham. Matthew DeTerra. Madison Detrani. William Dubrio. Joshua Ernstein. Andrew Foley.
Riley Freites. Blake Gagney. Connor Gauthier. Catherine Jodwin. Evan Kadingo. Hadley King. Cameron McCoo. Neva Matos. Jeffrey McNeil. Sydney Mishaw. Zachary Mendes. Sophie Michaelis. Brady Mills. Kaylay Mullen.
Adam Murphy, Liam Nelson, Trent Nunes, Cooper Perot, Bryson Pavlis, Calvin Payne, Nathan Peck, Cameron Pepin, Quinn Perry, Sophie Peterson, Phoenix Pitter, Zachary Pont, Lillian Santos, Landon Sexton Murphy, and Coriel Wilkinson, the 2020 class of 6 mix.
Thank you very much. I'm going to put Mr. West and Mr. Cody back on the screen so we can all honor the entire 6th grade class with a round of applause. Congratulations, boys and girls. So boys and girls, parents and guardians, at this point in the ceremony, we are going to announce special awards. I'm going to give the floor to Mr. Cody once again so that he may
Thank you. So we are recognizing the outstanding students for my class as well as 6 Mix, and these students have been receiving this award for their perseverance, hard work, ability to work with others, and the 2 recipients from my class are Caitlin Lund and Rosemary Clark. Congratulations, you two.
Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Cody. Appreciate it. At this time, I am going to bring back our 6 Mix team so that they can speak to the
outstanding student this year for 6 Mix is Emily Daniels.
Thank you, 6 Mix. Congratulations, boys and girls. At this time, we are going to play a video for the Jackie Demers Award. And to present the Jackie Demers Award is Ms. Sharon Hartley, our school committee chairperson. Bear with us here.
Good morning, everyone. I'm pleased to be here. My name is Sharon Hartley, and I'm here to present the Jackie Demers Award. Jackie Demers was a colleague of mine. I remember when she was hired to be the first ever kindergarten teacher at Rochester Memorial School. Jackie was a wonderful teacher. She sang to her students. She danced with the letter people. Her classroom was a joyful place. Jackie will always be remembered for her amazingly positive attitude. Jackie was and still is one of those people who sees the positive, sees the glass half full, and when faced with a challenge, she sees opportunity. Jackie eats her dessert first. She is a person who exudes joy. That brings me to my purpose today. There is some assertiveness, responsibility, empathy, and self-control every single day. On behalf of the Rochester School Committee, I am very proud to announce that the 2020 recipient of the Jackie Demers Award is Madeline Calkins. Congratulations, Madeline, and congratulations, 6th graders. Good morning, everyone. I'm pleased to be here. My name is Sharon Hartley, and I'm here to present the Jackie.
Thank you very much, Chairperson Hartley. At this time, we are going to present the Lighthouse Book Award. And to do so, we have Ms. Paula Meir, who is also going to, we're also going to share a video of Paula presenting the Lighthouse Book Award.
Good morning, RMS families. Although I share your bittersweet happiness to complete your elementary education, I so wish we could be together today. The RMS community has shown enduring strength in the most trying of times. And now for the reason why I'm here. Over $51,000 in grant money has been awarded to teachers in our Tri-Town district by the Old Rochester Regional Tri-Town Education Foundation, also known as the Lighthouse Fund. These grants support innovative education projects which go beyond the typical school budget. Past grants include a new foyer at the high school, archery and PE classes at the junior high, and a project using electronic programmable Legos. This year, I am especially proud to share that a grant written by our own RMS teachers, Mrs. Smith, Mrs. Weigel, Mrs. Baronis, and Mrs. Fornes, will be funded to build an outdoor classroom in the RMS courtyard called the Nurse Thayer Memorial Outdoor Classroom. And what better times than these to have outdoor learning spaces? I'm here to present 2 awards on behalf of the Board of Directors of the Tri-Town Education Foundation. 1 6th grade girl and 1 boy from each elementary school are chosen by their teachers to receive the Lighthouse Book Award for exceptional academic, civic, and cultural achievement. When I think about those attributes, what a compliment by your teachers that you were seen daily, working to achieve your best, caring for those around you, being a team player as well as caring for your community. How proud I am to distribute these awards. This year's male recipient is a voracious reader, responsible student, an active school and community member. When he doesn't have his head buried in the novel, he volunteers his time as a junior friend at the Plum Corner Library to assist staff and take part in projects that benefit community groups in Rochester. At school, he shares his musical talents in chorus and band. Every Friday morning, he arrives at school at 7:45 to participate in jazz band, a group made up of selective 5th and 6th graders. One of the group's highlights each year is a performance at the Rochester Council of Aging. Congratulations to Cam McCouche. This year's female recipient has been a very active member of both school and community. Aside from being a member of the band and student council, she has been very active in the community itself. She's a member of Girl Scout Cadet Troop 76035, is a junior friend at the Plum Corner Library. Outside of Rochester, she is a volunteer at Gifts to Give, a philanthropic organization that focuses on local child poverty, literacy, service to others, and giving. She also participates in Gnome Surf, a therapy organization that focuses on creating a culture shift toward happiness, kindness, and acceptance for all kids, regardless of abilities and socioeconomic status, by providing surf, art, and yoga activities. As a dancer, she was a participant in Project Move, a nonprofit dance group that does free performances that focus on the message of acceptance. Congratulations to Neva Matos, and enjoy your summers. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Meir. Appreciate that. At this time, boys and girls, we are going to announce our special subject honors. Before we do so, we have, as always, every year, we always announce our students who have perfect attendance. This year, we have 1 6th grade student who had perfect attendance all the way through school closure on March 13th, and that student is Olivia Belfay. Congratulations, Olivia. At this time, we are going to do our special subject honors in music. In 6th mix, Cadell Bosma, Emily Daniels, Cameron McCoo, Neva Matos, Calvin Payne, Lillian Santos. In Mr. Cody's class, Ella Bishop, Madeline Calkins, Rosemary Clark, and Caitlin Lund. Congratulations, boys and girls. Now our outstanding achievement in art, 6th mix, Cadell Bosma, Reagan Correa, Blake Gagney, Hadley King, Cameron McCoo, Neva Matos, Sophie Michaelis. In Mr. Cody's class, Jacob Kazera, Caitlin Lund, Tara McCarthy, Brock Winslow, and Molly Ronsky. Congratulations, boys and girls. At this time, outstanding achievement in physical education, 6 mix, Olivia Belfay, Emily Daniels, Cameron McCoo, Neva Matos, Calvin Payne. In Mr. Cody's class, Rosemary Clark and Connor O'Leary. We are now going to honor our student council. Student council members, co-presidents, Caitlin Lund, Delilah Post, and Brock Winslow. Representatives from 6 Mix, Emily Daniels, Blake Gagney, Neva Matos, Zachary Mendes, and Lillian Santos. And for Mr. Cody's class, Tara McCarthy. Boys and girls, before we announce, I have the 6th grade team back to announce the friend of the 6th grade. Those certificates for those special subject honors will be in the mail with your report card and your promotion certificates as well. So congratulations to everyone, and be on the lookout for those certificates as they come in the mail. At this time, we'll bring back our 6th grade staff so that they may announce the annual.
Hello. This year's friend of the 6th grade recipient wears many hats here at RMS. He is someone who you may see in the lunchroom, out at the playground, in the hallways, or at parent pickup. The 6th grade has been lucky enough to see him in a whole different light. A year ago, the 6th grade team was given the opportunity to continue the Sergeant Center tradition. We knew it was a huge undertaking, but we were excited for this new adventure. When this year's recipient found out about our plan, he graciously supported our decision and helped us plan and implement the trip in its entirety. From reserving the buses, to checking in on our planning efforts, to collecting bottles and cans, and sitting with the 6th grade team at the PTO meeting to make sure that we had the funds so that every RMS 6th grader had this opportunity, he was there. When we got to camp, his duties didn't stop. Waking up at 7 a.m., coffee in hand, with a fresh Mulasadish, looking like he just stepped out of an LL Bean catalog, he would saunter into the boys' cabin and make sure everyone was awake and showered. Well, he tried. And to make sure that they had everything that they needed to be prepared for the day. Each day's activities brought challenges, and his positivity and encouragement for each kid was evident. During the ropes course, one of the most difficult challenges for all of us, right, Mr. Cody? Woo. He was there cheering us on and encouraging us to reach our goals. At night, he would play cards with the kids, empathizing with how hard it can be to be away from your loved ones. Never judgmental, always supportive and kind to each and every one of us. This is the true definition of a friend. We are proud to follow his lead. This year's Friend of the 6th Grade Award goes to Mr. Charlie West.
Congratulations, Mr. West.
Thank you very much.
Well deserved.
A true honor. A true honor. Thank you.
All right. Boys and girls, Mr. West and I have one last surprise for you that we want to share before we send off our 6th grade and you finish your days here at RMS and transition to the junior high. We know that local community school districts around us have been honoring their students at the end of the year in many different ways. Most common has been parades, but we wanted to keep with RMS tradition, something that you've all witnessed for the last 7 years. We wanted to make sure that you didn't miss out on that. And we came up with a creative way by working with all our teachers, and we found a way to honor RMS tradition and be unique in sending you off and saying goodbye. So I hope you enjoy this video.
Congratulations, class of 2020! We are so proud of you! Have a great summer! Happy summer! Congratulations, class of 2020! We miss you! Happy summer! Happy summer!
Boys and girls, we hope you enjoyed that. Our unique way to say goodbye, keeping with our annual RMS traditions, bringing everyone back here on the screen. Boys and girls, we're so proud of you. This concludes our 6th grade promotion ceremony. As we send you off with a here's to 2020, I will post some comments. There's been some wonderful comments here congratulating all of you, and I will post some of these before we end broadcast. Congratulations, boys and girls. Have a great summer.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys.
2020, take my hand and dance with me. We're coming out stronger. We got love, you got me, I got you. We did it, yeah, we did it. Made a couple mistakes, yeah, we'll admit it. But we learned a lot and we pushed it to the limit. Wouldn't have it any other way, no different. We did it, yeah, we did it. Took more than a second, more than a minute. But we learned a lot and we pushed it to the limit. Guess you could say we got 2020 vision. Here's to 2020. Take my hand and dance with me. We're coming out stronger. We got love, you got me, I got you. yeah, we did it. Best is ahead, and you know we'll get it. Got a lot of dreams, there's no way we're quitting. Guess you can say we got 20/20 vision. Here's to 20/20. Take my hand and dance with me. We're coming out stronger. We got love, you got me,